people would have laughed at you if you had told them a decade ago that they can't overprice their home. The internet has made it easier than ever to learn just about anything you want. So with all this content and information available, how did you know which ones to learn from and which ones actually work? Luckily for you core member, for today's video, we will be talking about the dangers of overpricing your home. Remember that while the first step is completing any of this amazing video, the second and possibly more important step is taking action, even if it's imperfect action. It's obvious why you shouldn't overprice a house. It will not sell. The chances of your property selling for what it should if priced correctly from day one are slim, in addition to not selling when you overprice it. Many people are not adequately prepared for the emotional roller coaster that can be the home selling process. You must reconcile what your home means to you and what you envision it to be with the realities of the current real estate market. Pricing your home is where this conflict is most obvious. To sell it, you're putting your house on the market. Although it may seem obvious, you'd be surprised at how many people overlook this crucial fact when they start the process of listing their homes. This is the aim of everything you do during the listing and selling process. Even though it's one of your most prized possessions, the most crucial aspect of selling your house is the price the market will accept. A surefire way to prevent your home from selling is to try to price it too highly, whether it's because you invested a certain amount in it or because it holds special sentimental value for you. The fact that you need X dollars from your house because you are making an outside purchase is irrelevant to buyers. A buyer only concerns themselves with paying the fair market value. Nothing will blow up in your face more quickly than a property that is overpriced. In actuality, the number one reason why a home doesn't sell is overpricing. You have the option to list your house for any amount you like. However, a top-notch real estate agent will inform you that overpricing a property can result in significant issues. A real estate expert is best suited to handle the delicate task of pricing your home. The sale of a house is one of the biggest and most emotional transactions you'll probably make in your lifetime. While you and your agent will want to maximize the profit from your sale, you must be mindful of the risks associated with overpricing your home. Many people are unaware that setting your home's initial price too high could result in you receiving less money from the property that you would have if you had done so. We spoke with one of our mentors, a real estate expert at Home City Real Estate, who said it's very common to receive multiple offers, often above list price, on an appropriately priced home versus an overpriced home. They can see the recent renovation expenditures they made or the sentimental value of the items. Since a buyer won't notice these details, it's crucial to price your home fairly based on comparable sales in the area. The first step in correctly pricing your home is to be aware of the market you are entering. You can get away with pricing your house a little higher in a seller's market than in a buyer's market. A dangerous oversight is not being aware of where your current competition stands in terms of price and days on market, according to one of our mentors. It seems obvious to find out how the other homes around you were priced when they sold, he or she says. This will show you what your market conditions are. You can tell that your market is softening if comparable homes in the last 90 days sold for $200 per square foot within a few days. But now homes priced at or just under $200 per square foot have been sitting for a few weeks. You are aware that, simply put, your buyer pool is no longer willing to pay that. One of our mentors suggests that home sellers consider the local real estate market and set their home's price appropriately. Why is this crucial? Bringing in scam real estate agents. Your home's initial asking price might attract dishonest real estate agents, who you might not realize are a bad sign until it's too late. Real estate agents want to work with clients who have reasonable expectations because they are in the business of selling homes. Numerous issues arise when trying to sell a home that is overpriced, so many agents will shy away from taking on a list that is doomed to failure. Sincere real estate agents will tell you if your expectations for your home are higher than they should be. There are agents, though, who will only give you the information you want to hear. One of their strategies involves overpricing a house. To get your listing, they will encourage you to have high expectations, only to later inform you that your price needs to be reduced because the ideal selling window has passed. Why on earth would a real estate agent want to accept a listing that has no chance of selling, you might be asking? There are a few reasons why a realtor would intentionally tell a seller that their home is worth more than it actually is. The first is using your house as a means of buyer-client recruitment through advertising. The second is an attempt to persuade you to sign a listing agreement with them because absent your agreement, they will not be able to outperform a reputable real estate agent. Some real estate agents don't give a damn about selling your house. All they care about is keeping their yard sign there for the next 3 to 6 months. They want to be able to advertise your home online while also attracting buyer clients that they can spin away from your property because, they won't pay too much for it. You should reduce your price by $25,000, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, right away after receiving a lot of buyer clients over the past few months. Some agents will finally get around to saying, "Boy, am I sorry, the price I gave you for your home doesn't seem to be working out. Sorry for making fun of you." Selecting a real estate agent based on the suggested list price they give you for your property is one of the biggest mistakes home sellers make. Avoid failing for the oldest trick in the book. A bad agent strategy often includes overpricing properties, and there are many excellent real estate brokers who do not have to overvalue a property as part of their strategy. Your task is to track one down. Dissuade customers. Inadvertently scaring away the best buyers can prevent you from ever having the opportunity to show them your home. Real estate agents frequently work with buyers, and a skilled agent can tell an overpriced house from a mile away. These brokers will advise their customers to stay away from your house. Buyers will frequently avoid a home that appears to be much more expensive than others in the neighborhood, even if they're not using an agent. People want a good deal, so positioning your home at a premium will turn away buyers who fit this description. Pay close attention to the market's potential. Analyze the comparable real estate sales information from the perspective of the buyer rather than the seller. The conviction that each home improvement they have made over the years results in a one-for-one increase in value is one of the traits shared by home sellers who overprice their properties. Unfortunately, that is not how real estate valuation operates. When selling a home, there are some expenses that yield very little profit. Take far too long to sell. A home's days on the markets will balloon if it is overpriced. Some sellers are more driven than others to close deals quickly, though not everyone is aware of how much time matters in real estate sales. The best time to sell a house is when it goes on the market, which is typically in the first few months. If you delay too long, you run the risk of having your listing expire, which is a stain that is difficult to remove from a property. You run the additional risk of the market shifting against you. If you potentially price your house competitively, you'll probably be able to take advantage of whatever the market is doing to sell it within a month. But if you wait too long, the market might turn against you. You will have to drop much lower than you would have initially to move the property because your home started off too high when the market turned sour. Realtors frequently hear statements like, "I can wait for a great offer. I'm not in a rush. I have plenty of time to sell and can wait for my price. And I can always reduce my price later," from home sellers. However, what many of these sellers fail to realize is that in real estate industry, time is your enemy. When considering a home seriously, every buyer's agent gets the top query, "How long has this home been on the market?" As a seller, you are in charge when you first put your house up for sale. A purchaser isn't. They are aware that if they want to buy the house, they must be practical. Depending on the market, the pendulum will eventually swing the other way, giving the buyer the impression that they are in control at that particular moment. This is because the number of days a property has been on the market has a significant impact on the price a buyer will accept. Buyers will start to wonder what is wrong with this house when the days on the market rise above average. Why hasn't another party made a proposal? More than someone who just listed, buyers will feel like they can negotiate with someone whose home has been on the market for months. This is very typical thought process and just part of human nature. Contrary to popular belief, overpricing a property does not result in a higher sale price. The complete opposite is true. Not appearing in search results. In today's markets, consumers and real estate agents both use search engines and consumer multiple listing services to look for homes. Even though they were created especially for real estate, they still operate pretty much the same as every other search engine. The search returns results that match the criteria you specify when you enter the desired parameters. If you set the price of your home at $420,000, anyone looking for homes up to $400,000 won't find it in their search results. For illustration, suppose you met with a realtor who estimated the market value of your house to be between $385,000 and $390,000. The agent suggests setting the list price at $400,000 because she anticipates some minor haggling. The agent is aware that asking a price above the $400,000 mark risks pricing your house off the market. Instead, you chose to price your house at $420,000 because you think a higher list price will result in a higher sale price. You may envision attracting buyers who are willing to bargain with you, but in actuality, many buyers will pass their property up entirely because they are only looking for properties up to $400,000. On the other hand, pricing in line with your comparable sales data will guarantee that your home is seen by everyone in your neighborhood looking for a place to buy. Buyers frequently start their home search online, usually with a set of search criteria based on their budget. Pricing your home too high will frequently result in potential buyers missing out on your listing. For instance, you want to ask at least $30,000 for your house when you sell it. With the expectation that people will try to haggle with you, you price your home at $320,000. Clients occasionally fail to realize that a buyer with $300,000 budget will not see this listing because their search frequently says something along the lines of homes priced up to $300,000. Pricing your home at $299,000 and waiting for the offers to flood in is the better course of action. Your home should receive several offers if it is priced correctly, and you should get probably more than $300,000 for it. According to 2015 NAR report on home buys in America, 80% of buyers discover their home online. This percentage rises to 84% for the under 35 age group, who make up our largest share of buyers, Lambert claims. To increase your chances of selling for your asking price, you should make sure that as many of these potential buyers can see your listing.